have asked for a little bit more clarification on the simple frost rotation for a frost mage. If you'll see my action bar, which I got a little clumped up here, yeah, I use my bartender. I don't really click a whole lot, but number 1 is Frostbolt. Number 2 is Ice Lance. Number 3 is Frost Firebolt. Number 4 is Frost Bomb. Number 5 is Frozen Orb. Now before we cast any of this, we're going to use the Invo, because it gives us a little bit of a buff and some other stuff. One thing you want to make sure you have on is your Frost Timer. It increases your spell haste by 7%, and also your Arcane Brilliance increases spell power by 10%, increases your crit by 5. Crit's a big deal. Whether you're playing Frost or you're playing Fire. Of course, you know, if you're going to go back to 2-button rotation of the Arcane, you know, we won't talk about the Mastery right now. That might be a lesson for a different video. But one thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the Invo. I like starting off with number 4 and number 5, and then hitting the Frostbolt until things start proccing. Now, keep in mind, whenever you hit your Frost Firebolt, you're going to get an extra couple of 2 little diamonds above your head. Those diamonds, for me, they split because of the glyph of splitting ice. Now, just a quick recap on where we are. Just sitting there talking 322k. So you're not going to do that in a raid. Well, you might. I do. But if you are 150k plus in pretty much any raid these days, then you will be fine. Now these dummies here, they're not bosses. They're not anything. They just are what they are. But let's look at what we have for glyphs. We have the glyph of Water Elemental. That's a priority. Splitting ice. That's what makes my Ice Lance split to different, in this case, dummies. It also the diamonds that stack up above your head. Now you can stack up to 5 of them, and when you hit your Ice Lance, it triggers them, and every one of them go. And every time you hit the Frostbolt, it causes them to stack 1 above your head. If you get a proc for a Frost Firebolt, that's that big upside down looking, or that rainbow that pops up above your head. That's your Frost Firebolt. Whenever you hit it, you're going to get 2 above your head. Don't let them get over 5. Make sure that as soon as there's 5 up there, whether you have a proc or not, in my case, you're hitting number 2, which is Ice Lance, and it shoots every one of them off, one by one. Now you can continue to stack while you do that. Just kind of scrolling over some of my talents here. Now it says this is my secondary. Fire is my glory, but right now we're doing this. Fingers of Frost. It's a passive ability. That's what causes things to proc on here, and that's why instead of this, that a lot of Frost mages are doing, no, stack Frost Bomb. If you're doing Living Bomb, you're not doing it right. Frost Bomb. Thank you and have a good day.